So far, it looks clear. But that is an illusion.
Over there.
They jump out of those holes the whole time. Whenever you get close to one of these holes, there'll be a rachni jumping out. And their attacks ignore your shields, as I've said before. Which is annoying, because I have rather a lot of shields. But they are no help. You want to stand around the corner and let me shoot at you? That's just fine. These do give you experience. An ion containment cell. We are using her biotic talents to good effect here, which is
we're done here.
Exactly what I was hoping she would do. Is there any crates around here or something? Yes. Oh, and rachni! That's more important than crates.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Liara's singularity. Why the singularity doesn't affect us is something that we'll have to chalk up under gameplay mechanics. There's one left. Oh, Liara got hit. This is still not the really difficult part I was talking about before. Can I hit him from here? No. Ah, more of them! As long as they're doing it this way, they're not that difficult to deal with.
Area secured.
Ooh, another crate. Liberator 9 heavy armor. Doubt that that'll be better. And it's not. No, the really hard part comes down there. One thing I don't think I actually pointed out before yet is that those explodey thingies, they blow up when you shoot them, but they blow up even harder when you use certain powers on them, like overload. So that's a good way to cause even more damage. And since my powers are fairly useful against rachni otherwise... Alright. Now comes the fun bit. That's the fun bit. Brute warriors. Not only are they much tougher than a regular rachni, but they also have biotic powers. This one didn't really get an opportunity to use it, but they can knock you over. Things like that. And they can be hell to deal with. I kind of got lucky, I guess, here. I mean, honestly, I died like 27 billion times for my practice run. Okay, it was more like 10. And we've got another to deal with. They won't show up until you actually do that. Go in there. I'm trying to blow that thing up. Didn't really help much. Use some grenades. Got it. Records of the rachni war suggest brute warriors, the male-gendered rachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the rachni on Nepmos. Good. We somehow got the grenade back from doing that.
Perimeter clear.
Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. Must be getting better at the game. Either that or I was lucky. Damn. Ah, well. Whatever. Plenty of Omnigel to use on those things. It seems that these arachni are independent from the queen that we liberated. At least I would hope so. Otherwise, I kind of regret letting her go. Did we get everyone in this chamber? Seems to like it. I guess that these also developed without a queen to develop that rage that the others on Noveria had. But perhaps we'll get to the bottom of it when we go to Depot Sigma-23, which is the origin of the supply ship that seems to have brought the rachni to both of these listening posts. Whoever is responsible for that has a lot to answer for.
Understood.
Somebody should do an investigation into these companies that make these probes, because the damn things are crashing all the time. Some shoddy work there, I think. And we have an anomaly left.
En route.
That's a tiny anomaly. A buried safe box. With a League of One medallion. Again, mainly good for XP at this point. And that is it for Listening Post Alpha. You might think that you can go back to the Listening Post and talk to Lieutenant Durand about eliminating the remaining rachni, but you can't actually talk about that. I've tried. Alright, let's check the rest of the planets into in this system. Nothing in the asteroid belt from the looks of it. Quadji. Survey that. Found some platinum. Another Prothean data disk. It's really not that hard, as you've seen, to complete these collection missions. If you do what I do, just scan all the planets and only go after those things on planets that you see on the radar, you can manage it. I don't think you can manage it if you don't do any side quests, obviously. Alright, we need to go to Argos Row, which is around here somewhere. There it is. The Gorgon system. And it looks like there's our depot. Let's check the planets that are closer to the sun first, as per my usual procedure. Let's see. Unidentified space facility. This space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origin. There are no obvious hull markings, and it is not broadcasting any ID signal. Alright. There are more rachni to deal with here. So, I'm sticking with our biotic teammates, as they are useful in that scenario. Typical spaceship level, even though this is technically supposed to be a space station. Looks exactly like all of the ships we've ever seen. Never anything to the left, so I don't know why I even did that. Let's see. Hopefully we can find out where these rachni came from. Workers. Oh, those are not that hard to deal with. And I leveled up. 51. So despite my resetting the achievements, I still am not capped at level 50. Might be because I finished my practice run after I reset the achievements to fix the overheating glitch. Anyway, that means I can level up operative. Now I get sabotage specialization, which can be useful. Not so much here, because it's not that useful against rachni. Let's see. Liara's warp. And Rex gets some fitness. These mainly seem to be the tiny ones. Ah! Missed. I don't mind that they're the tiny ones. The tiny ones are better. I mean, sure, they blow up. Whoops. Like that. But they're not that hard to deal with most of the time. Seems to be a dead end. Let's check the other side. But where there are tiny ones, there are usually also big ones. Rex is using high explosive rounds. And we picked up a better version of those.
It's over now.
This seems to be quite a bit easier compared to the mess on Listening Post Alpha. Alpha is by far the hardest of these three missions. Damn. Seems that the hard part here is figuring out how to get to the other side of the ship. I know it's possible. Okay. Been here before. I guess it must be via the other side after all. How about this? No, this also dead ends. Damn, this place is a maze. Ah, I guess this is it. I think the layout is actually similar to the booby-trapped ship. I'm not sure about that. Okay, made it. That was harder than it needed to be. They were obviously expecting us to use Metagel here. Let's see what we can find. Some light human armor. Might be... no. Biotic amp. I doubt that that's better than the Savant 10, and it's not. Man, there's a lot of stuff to take here. Who knew that these random bases could be so well stocked? It's interesting that even though this is supposed to be a space station, it still has a cockpit. Well, here's the exclamation point. So hopefully this is where we'll find out where these rachni came from.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Looks like we can play some log entries.
Play the first entry.
Sigma-23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I've about had it with those guys.
Indeed. I should have known they were behind this.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Novaria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Well, at least that confirms that it's not the Queen we set free running amok. They got this stuff from Novaria before we went there, it seems. But I guess they didn't turn out to be as stable as they were hoping.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
This is a familiar story. A failed experiment with the rachni. Nice to see humans are consistently stupid.
Hey, I resent that, even though I agree with it in this particular case.
Let's go.
The escaped rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. That was worth quite a lot of XP. Alright. I think we have a time limit after doing this. Yes. Run! Oh, and there's more rachni. Rachni aren't a problem. Remembering how to get out of here is. Wow. Lots of crates here that I forgot. Fortunately, time doesn't move while we're doing that. What the hell?
Perimeter secure.
Where did all of those come from? They were not here when I was... Oh, I used Omnigel. They were not here on the way here, I swear. Alright. We're gonna make it. You get out of the airlock. We did it! And that finishes our assignments. There is one more mission you can get from random exploration. However, first up I want to go and do the downloadable content, Asteroid X-57, which is Bring Down the Sky.